But before we read the statement, I think it's important that I give you a little bit of a hint. Okay. So here we stated that this is the principal amount, this is the interest rate, and then this is time in years. If it's time in years, if we are given months, we know that each year has 12 months. If we are given days, we know that there are 365 days in a year and so on. So if we are given in months, we need to convert to years in order to substitute back into this equation. If we are given in days, we need to convert to years in order to use this equation. Okay, so I think that is the only trick that you need to take into account. So let's read the statement. Mondlane borrowed 500 from Grace 4 months ago and 700 9 months ago. Okay, so this guy borrowed money from Grace. So today is here. Let's say this is today. 4 months ago, he borrowed 400, and 9 months ago, he borrowed 700. Okay, 700. So we want to know what? He wants to liquidate these obligations with a single payment in 12 months from now. So 12 months from now, he wants to pay everything. Okay. If a simple interest rate of 11% per year is charged on all amounts, the amount he will pay Grace in 12 months from now is, okay, so what we are going to do here is to use this equation here twice. Okay, for the first case, we are going to calculate how much this 700 will have grown to. For the second case, we are going to calculate how much this 400 would have grown to in 12 months from today. Okay, so if we look at the first one, this one is 12 months plus 9 months. Okay, so that's the duration of the loan. For the second one, it's 12 months plus 4 months. Okay, when we use our equation here, we are going to convert this to years. And I told you, since we know that there are 12 months in a year, we are going to divide by 12. So for the first case, we are going to say this is going to be the accumulated sum 1. This is going to be the principal amount, is the amount that this person borrowed. Okay, the first case, oh, this is 500, not 400. The first case, we are going to have 500. Then this is going to be 1. We're taking this one from this equation here, plus we were told that the interest rate is 11%. I told you that you divide this by 100. For this one, I'm just going to show you how to do it. And then you multiply this by the number of years. The number of years in this case, for this 500 here, it's going to be 16 months divided by 12. We are dividing by 12 to convert to the number of years. Okay, so 16 divided by 12. Then we are going to get the total that he will owe Grace based on this amount here. Okay, so take out your calculators to get this one here. I'm going to do the same. Okay. Okay. My calculator gives me a value of 573.33 for the first case. And for the second case, we are going to do the same thing. Okay. But this time it's 700. Okay. 700. Then we are going to have 1 plus, this won't change. It's going to be 11% divided by 100, multiply by 21 over 12. And then take out your calculators to get the answer here. Okay. The answer that you're going to get in the second calculation here is going to be 834.75. Okay, so you need to add these two to determine the total that is going to pay. It's going to be 573.33 plus 834.75. Okay, and the answer to this is going to be, so this is going to give you 11408.08. Okay, so if you were doing this assignment, okay, the correct answer would have been this one here. So you would have simply selected this one here. That's how you go about solving this question. Okay, so let us look at another example where they used simple interest to compute some calculations. Okay,